Shalom. Uh, I had a thought I want to share because I watch a lot of YouTube videos and just to see what the YouTube community is saying because I don't really watch the news because I already know that's scripted. So a lot of times I get information from YouTube that sparks thoughts in me, and hopefully I spark thoughts in you. And then there's a lot of people say that they're not fear mongering. Maybe they're not. I'm not going to accuse them of anything like that. But a thought came to me, uh, and even if you don't call yourself, like I said, from the standpoint of what I know a Christian is now, you know, the modern day, especially the modern day Christian, that means you basically a Roman Catholic. You basically the Pope is your head. Especially you go to church and things like that. So I say I'm a seeker of truth, and I do believe in the Most High, the Most High, and I do believe in Yahushua Hamashiach. Now, if you don't, I'm not pushing that on you because I'm not here to push religion on you or a dogma. You have to know these things for yourself. So if you don't know that, then that's your situation. Now, when I say I don't push it on you, I don't. But what I do is I share who I am with you, and that's who I am. So the thought I had, a lot of people say they're not fear mongering and all these things. I thought about think on these things, because when you think about fear and all those things, you're feeding the flesh, and the flesh imagination runs wild. Now, but when you feed on the fruit of the spirit, then you have possibilities that can go forth, and infinite possibilities. That's the word I'm looking for. So, and like I said, even if you don't believe in the Most High, the scriptures, but the scriptures has been around for how long? And it's still, if not the best-selling book, one of the. Why is that? It has a lot of truth and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in it. Even if you just read it from the standpoint of just getting the truth out of it, or getting a truth out of it. Like, look at this scripture right here. Galatians 5:16-26. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. This is fear mongering. Even if people say they're not fear mongering when they tell you all this bad news and you're just constantly consuming bad news, look what you're feeding. For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary one to the other. So you cannot do the things that you would. You can't ascend or transcend feeding on this stuff. But if you're led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. If you want to be free, be led by the Spirit. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these. When you're feeding on all this negativity: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variances, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Or you can even say, shall not elevate, shall not transcend, shall not, as people are speaking nowadays, you shall not go to the higher dimensions, the higher planes. Because these are the things that the serpent feeds on his belly. The lower level stuff. The dirt, the dust. Okay, see where I was at. Okay. Verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are, and it says Christ, but I'll say Hamashiach's mind, the Christ mind, the Hamashiach mind. That's Yahushua Hamashiach. That mind that transcends, that goes all the way up to the heavens, that thinks on good things, eats the fruit of the Spirit. It don't eat the dust of the earth. It don't eat the base things. It don't think on these things. It thinks on the positive things, the good fruit. And have crucified the flesh. It don't do the fleshly things with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us be of one mind, not going back and forth, to and fro. But let us always aim to the sky. I heard a saying a long time ago. I'm going to shoot for the, what is it? I'm going to shoot for the moon, but even if I miss, I'll be among the stars. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. See all that negativity stuff that's on YouTube? All the things that's going to spark fear in you, that's not good report. That's, even though they say this is what's going to happen, don't worry about that. It ain't happening tonight. Live. Say the evil of today is enough than to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Live in the now, and you won't have fear worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow or thinking about what happened yesterday. But today is sufficient. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. So, think on things that's going to elevate you. Think on things that's going to keep you in perfect peace. See, because a lot of people don't, and like I said, I can't speak for another person. I can just go by what I think is going on. There's a lot of propaganda going on, even on YouTube, with agendas, fear promotions, because that lower self, that lower dimension wants to keep you in fear so you won't elevate. Don't think on those things. Think on the good things, the positive things. And tomorrow will be sufficient for itself. So, just thought I would share with you in Shalom. And until next time.